Good morning. So for 2 weeks now, maybe 3 weeks, I have been looking into what happened during COVID. I'm doing this art show in May and it will be about COVID. And I'm sure you will say, when you look at this time period, the COVID period, you say this was absolutely insane, right? And of course it was. But you know, I find stuff that I didn't know about. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'll tell you one example of this. Now first, I want to encourage those of you who are angry with me. I don't really understand it, but you are really angry with me because I don't support you. I don't support your hatred towards Trump and Israel. And you are so pissed off with this. I want to make you feel better, all right? You know, I say that it's good what's going on in Iran. See? And you hate it. Now here's the thing. You are not alone. Maybe you thought you were alone in this hatred, but you are not. I saw this yesterday. The Swedish feminists, they too hate what's going on in Iran, you see? And they say, well, it may appear that people are happy in Iran, but they are not. No, they want to keep it as it is. It's true. So there you go. Makes you feel better now. You're not alone. You have the support of the Swedish feminists. There you go. You're welcome. Right. So this example is from what I've been finding about COVID, all right? So listen to it. I didn't know this. This is from CNN in October 2021. And I will read this headline to you very slowly. Okay? This is the headline. Why vaccinated people dying from COVID-19 doesn't mean the vaccines are ineffective. Okay? First time I see it, and they have this medical analyst, Dr. Liana Wen, explaining the whole thing, why it's not ineffective. People died from the disease. You took something to protect, you took a vaccine to protect you from a disease, and then you got the disease, and then you died from the disease. That doesn't mean it's ineffective, right? So she explains it. And I was thinking, what needs to happen before you will say that it was ineffective? You know? What needs to happen? Well, the person got the disease, and then the person died. But that's not ineffective. You know, it's right. You know, she explains it. I'll post a link to the article so you can read it. But I will tell you briefly what she says. She talks about a raincoat. And she says, you know, just imagine you put on a raincoat. You have this raincoat and it's good. And it will protect you from the rain. But what if there's a storm? You will get wet. You know? The raincoat is still good, but you will get wet. That's her explanation. Wow. And you know, this is supposed to be, well, that's what they say. We are the professional journalist people, media, right? We are the professionals. We are educated. We know this stuff. And when people look at this, they will say, well, I don't know. This wasn't very impressive. You know? Maybe I can do a better job. And then these so-called professional journalists will say, no, 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 no. You can't do this. You can't do journalism. This is our job, right? And we will try to stop you. Wow. You know, I tell you about another example. I knew about this, but maybe I'm sure you remember this thing that happened. You know, you took the vaccine, but you were not vaccinated. Remember this? It's absolutely fantastic. So you were not vaccinated until you took the second one. So if something happened to you after taking the first one, you would still be reported as an unvaccinated person. Remember? And this is science. It's the same, isn't it? These professional scientists. We know this. We are educated. See? We have salaries and stuff. And this is what we came up with. So you take a vaccine, but you're not vaccinated. Right. And then people will say, well, I think maybe I can do a better job with this. And then these people will say, no, no, no. You can't do any research at all. You shouldn't. You will end up in the wrong place altogether, you know. It's dangerous for you to do research. We are the professionals. We do this thing. And this is what we found out. You take a vaccine, but you didn't take it. You know, look at this, brilliant. You're still unvaccinated. Yeah, this is science for you, you know. Wow, it's mind-boggling. You look at this stuff and you try to figure it out. You try to make some sense out of it, right? Maybe you do it. I try. This is, you know, how do they reason? What are they thinking? Is there some logic here somewhere, you know? But you can't find any logic. There's nothing. It's so illogical what they are doing, these so-called media people and professionals, the professional scientists. They come up with some crazy stuff. I don't know if I can't really say what it is, but it's so weird, the whole thing. It's like you're living in a crazy movie or something, right? But you know, what's also strange is that people buy it. Ordinary, average people, lots of them, they buy this stuff. They look at this stuff and they say, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not ineffective. You took it, but you got sick and you died, but it's not ineffective. They buy it. Wow. Right. Now I'll tell you about my postcard again. I have 250 of them. And there's instructions. You click the link below. There are instructions on how to get the postcard. I will sign it on the back and we will send it to you as it is. And this one is about celebrities talking about COVID and the COVID injection. You know, I'm sure this will be worth a lot of money in the future. You know why? Because I'm starting to get a bit well known. See? Yeah, there's a lot of attention. I get a lot of attention, you see? And attention means in the future money. Yeah. So get it. I have 250 of them and it will be signed and sent to you, right? Beautiful thing. Okay. Be good.